Hey guys, so today we are going to be taking a look at LR, Goku, and Piccolo from the Raditz fight at 55% full level 1 links. Here are the links for level 1. So this is a character, obviously very, very iconic moment. The first time that Goku and Piccolo actually team up with each other in order to stop the Saiyans, right? I mean, a Saiyan. This is the first encounter they've ever had with a Saiyan other than Goku in the series. And it sort of just opens up the world of Dragon Ball to the possibility of like literal aliens. So very, very big moment. It's kind of unfortunate in just terms of the timing of the release of this unit right before the 7th anniversary. So not many people are going to be summoning for this character, but I think they are very good and they are very cool as well. So we're going to start by going over what they do and then the teams that I've built for them, and then we'll jump into some events here. So this is Goku and Piccolo / Piccolo, so they are an exchange unit. The leader skill is going to be Saiyan Saga, or Battle of Wits, category key +4, and HP attack and defense plus 150%. So just right off the bat, what I will say right now is that the Saiyan Saga is so bad on Global. The Saiyan Saga team, the category, is terrible on Global. Keep in mind, when this unit released on JP, they had a fairly fleshed out category for the Saiyan Saga. On Global, we are missing LR Kaioken Goku, LR Grade 8 Vegeta, Raditz, and Nappa. Those are like the four, other than this unit, those are like the 4 best characters on the Saiyan Saga team, pretty much. So it's like we're missing the entire team, which I think, again, just goes hand in hand with the timing of this unit releasing being very, very bad for Global. I think Nappa specifically, if you're going to be running the Saiyan Saga, is like almost a mandatory character to be running next to this unit because of how well he links up and actually works with this unit. So kind of unfortunate that they released now. 12 key super attack is the Dragon Tiger Whirlwind Dance, raises attack infinitely and causes colossal damage to enemy. 18 key is the Dragon Tiger Gale Dance. They actually greatly raise defense for 1 turn and cause mega colossal damage, so that's a 50% defensive raise for 1 turn, which is pretty good. Passive is preparation for the big attack and defense plus 100% at the start of turn, plus an additional defense plus 200% when HP is 50% or more. That's a very big deal. Key plus 5 and an additional attack plus 90% and guards all attacks for 5 turns from the start of turn. So for the first 5 turns, you're getting 5 key and 90% attack, and you're just guarding. So that's very good, obviously. They launch an additional super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack as the first attack you're on a turn. So very similar to the download celebration Namek, Goku, and Frieza, who get hit in slot 1, and then they do their additional super guarantee because of that. Then they get an additional attack plus 30% when performing an Ultra Super attack, and then they get a 70% boost to attack when activating their active skill or when key is 24. So if you get them 24 key, they're getting the extra 70% attack at the end, they're getting the extra 30% attack when performing an Ultra Super attack, they're getting 100% attack and defense at the start of turn, and then they're also getting 90% for 5 turns. So there's unlimited amounts of attack that this unit is getting if you're able to get them 24 key, but I will say that key is probably going to be one of this unit's major issues. Even though they are getting that 5 key there for the first 5 turns, like it's not going to be easy to get them 24 key, I don't think. Their active skill is the Special Beam Cannon, could be activated after the character receives an attack 7 or more times in battle, or when HP is 50% or less starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. So it's not that bad. Getting hit 7 times to basically exchange, I don't think is that bad of a condition, especially when you consider the fact that they're passive, they're guarding for 5 turns, right? So the fact that they're guarding for 5 turns means that there's not really a rush to really get them into the Piccolo form, I don't think. And then in terms of links, experienced fighters, solid support, in-fighter, tough as nails, shocking speed, fierce battle, legendary power. I think the link set is okay. It's definitely not horrible. Like, experienced fighters, shocking speed, fierce battle, legendary power, those are fine. In-fighter's kind of like a mid-tier link, probably not the greatest. Tough as nails is a good link, but it's just not really that common. And then solid support, I would also throw in that same bucket. Like, there's no, like, really big glaring issues here with the links where it's like, oh my god, if only he had this instead of this. I mean, obviously, would have preferred if this unit had like prepare for battle or something, but the good thing to note about this character as well is that they have the same link set once you exchange to Piccolo. It's the same exact link set, so there's nothing that changes drastically there. Teams, they're on the Saiyan Saga. Again, it's not even really a runnable team right now in Global. Battle of Wits, Joined Forces, All Out Struggle, Connected Hope, and Final Trump Card. Again, when you ask me, the pros and cons of this character, one of the cons is the fact that they definitely are not on that many teams. I mean, 6 teams here, but I would honestly say that, like, is Joined Forces really a team you're going to be running that often? Probably not. Saiyan Saga is unrunnable. Connected Hope is good. Final Trump Card is not really that great. I would argue the leaders aren't that good anymore. All Out Struggle, same sort of bucket, right? I don't really know if I'm really going to be running that team. Battle of Wits is still pretty good, but there's no, like, oh my god, like, yes, this team is really, really good for this character. They just don't have that yet. And then on top of that, I don't believe they have a single 200% leader skill yet. I don't. Yeah, because Raditz doesn't provide them. I don't think Raditz gives them I don't actually remember what Raditz does because I don't care about Raditz, but I don't believe this unit has a 200% leader skill. I apologize if that's incorrect. So then we go ahead and transform into Piccolo here once you use the active skill. By the way, the fact that this unit permanently and is infinitely stacking their attack on the 12-key super attack effect before they exchange means that the active skill attack is going to be hitting very, very hard if you focus your efforts on stacking that attack up. It's really, really good. And then just to keep in mind as well, the effect, I think I skipped over the effect. Greatly raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to enemy, and then disables enemy's action once within the turn, exchanged with Piccolo. I think this is the first character on Global that has this effect, disables enemy's action once within the turn. So basically what that is it's basically a stun on the enemy for one attacking slot. Well, not even a slot, it's for one attack, right? So if the enemy's attacking 3 times in the slot where you're going to be canceling their action, that first attack of those 3 attacks is going to be canceled. Even if an enemy is immune to stuns, for an example, it'll still work on them. So that's sort of like a 7th anniversary mechanic that we're getting a little bit earlier on Global here. So we go to Piccolo here. Piccolo's super attack effects become the explosive Mageki-sen as the 12-key super. Infinitely stacks defense and causes colossal damage. The Ultra Super, the 18-key super attack, is a special beam cannon. Massively raises attack for 1 turn, which is a very, very big raise, 100% raise, and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Passive becomes Piccolo's trump card. Recovers 10% HP at the start of turn. Key +3 and attack and defense +100%. Then he gets an additional key +3 and defense +100% with 3 or more key spheres obtained. And then he gets an additional 100% attack when performing an Ultra Super attack. And if HP is 50% or more when performing an Ultra Super attack, he gets an additional 50% attack. And then he also disables the attacked enemy's action once within the turn when key is 24. So that's pretty much whenever you're able to get him 24 key, which I don't think is going to be very often. Again, it's probably going to have some key issues, but Piccolo is going to be hitting very, very hard. And you can sort of go down one of 2 paths here. You can either go down the path of just giving as much key as possible, try and do as much damage as you can, or you can just stick with stacking up his defense with a 12-key super, right? Again, same exact link set. Obviously, categories remain the same. The 2 teams that I've built here, number 1 is going to be the Battle of Wits / Majin Buu Saga team with the LR STR Vegito as the leader. I wouldn't really call this team like a powerhouse anymore. They were like 2 years ago, but this unit actually does link up pretty well with the STR Vegito, so we're going to be running them on this team. PyCon's going to be floating, Great Saiyaman's going to be floating, and that should be a fine setup there. Other team is going to be the Joined Forces team. Remember, there's only 150% leader skill, so it's not going to be as good in terms of just overall numbers from a leader skill perspective. But we are going to be able to run a rotation of both Goku and Piccolo's together, right? The int one and then also the physical one. I believe they share 7 out of 7. It's either 7 out of 7 or 6 out of 7. I'll have to double check that, but they do actually share. I'm pretty sure it's 7 out of 7 links. So that'll obviously be their best linking partner, and we're going to be running them together on this rotation. I really, really, really want both of those Goku and Piccolos to eventually get a 200% leader skill together, so that you can run that rotation together under a 200% leader skill. That would be very fun. But for now, this is what we're going to be working with. Let's go ahead and jump into the first event here. I'm not sure what that will be yet. I'll have to think about it, and we will jump right in. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the Extreme Super Battle Road stage for Super Class. We're going to jump right into the hard stuff. I mean, I say hard stuff, but it's not really that hard. It's not a new stage, but Extreme Super Battle Road, no matter how old the stages are, can definitely still hit pretty hard. So I think this is a pretty good test for a 55% full Link Level 1 character. And like I mentioned earlier in the video in terms of the rotations here, we're going to be using him next to the STR Vegito because they do share, I believe, 4 out of 7 links, which is pretty good. We're going to be having PyCon floating, the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 floating, and then also we're going to have the Supreme Kai-Ing and Kibito floating. And then in terms of the support memory, this is not... I didn't do this like on purpose. This is not a thematic thing, but we're going to bring the Goku and Piccolo support memory to give 2 ki to the rotation for 2 turns, which I think actually can be pretty helpful for this character. We'll just jump right in here, but remember, with this unit, you can pretty much choose to play with them one of 2 ways. You can either choose to go like full defensive and go right for their 18 ki, or you can sort of build them up and go for the stacking attack so that you can make their active skill hit really, really hard. Now, in Super Battle Road, I don't really think you're going to be seeing the active skill too often. I mean, it's not like out of the question, right? It's only 7 attacks that you need to take for it to actually go off. But I think I'd rather just keep the guard from the first form here and then just have the defense greatly raised on 18 ki as opposed to you intentionally getting 12 ki super to stack attack. Okay, so we'll start here. Not a great rotation. We have solid support and fierce battle, which is not like horrible, but it's not spectacular. So turn 1, no support on rotation, 170% leader skill. Right? It's 170 across the board. Attack and defense 170. This is like a pretty not optimal situation for them, and they are at basically 200,000 defense, and they are guarding, so they are fine. They are going to be fine. I think what I'll do is okay, so we can get their 18 ki. I'll probably just focus on Frieza, and we'll go ahead and... I mean, we can do this. Yeah, let's do that. So, remember, we're also going to be getting the guaranteed additional normal super attack because they're going to be getting hit in that front slot. So they're going to be supering twice, and then I guess if we get the hidden potential 10% chance, we can get a 3rd super with them, which is pretty rare for a 55% character, but... Alright, so then Supreme Kai and Kibito, I guess I will go for Shisami right here. Let's go ahead and do this. And then Gohan, it doesn't really matter. We'll just also attack Shisami, I guess. Okay, let's see. Let us see here. Turn 1 with this character. They are guarding, so we should be fine. Yeah, that's nothing. And then 4 million with the additional guaranteed super coming in as well. There's the additional, 2.49. And then again, there's a possibility for another one, but not very likely. Oh, they actually got a normal, okay. Keep in mind their defense after that super, because I'm just going to round it up to 200k. They basically got another 100k defense because they're greatly raising their defense, right? So they're basically sitting at 300,000 defense with guard. Turn 1. That is very good. Very, very good. There's not much in the game, if anything, that could even like really do a lot of damage to you in that situation. 300,000 defense with guard turn 1. There's really not much in the game that could hurt you in that situation. So they're looking pretty good already. All right, let's go. The one negative, I guess I would say, to this team is that the damage certainly is not great. This is not a spectacular scenario here. I guess we'll just focus on Frieza, see if maybe we can get some crits here. Let's do this. PyCon should be able to get his support here, I think. Yeah, we're good to go. Let's do this. And then we can do this. Damn. Not going to be able to get the 18. Whatever, it's fine. We should be fine. The damage reduction still active. Oh, that's a lot of damage. It's actually been a while since I've used the STR of Vegito. That's not bad. 100,000 is fine. Alright, so Frieza should be out here. PyCon, remember, has the effective against all types with the unit super attack. Nice crit. That really helps, actually. Yeah, we're good. Alright, perfect. Okay, so eventually, again, of course, we have the unit, both of the units that I want to have next to Goku and Piccolo on the other rotation, so we're going to have to wait until they get on rotation with them, but I think this Goku and Piccolo unit being like a pretty decent slot 1 character is actually, like, it's pretty valuable. And a lot of the ways that this game has been, like, sort of amping up the power creep is by adding, like, more and more powerful super attack effects, right? But it's super attack effects that are good in tandem with a unit's start of turn kit, right? So if a unit is starting with like 3,000 defense, but then they're greatly raising their defense on super attack, that greatly raise is giving them like 150,000 extra defense. So that's really the way that they've been like balancing and like amping up the power creep for these units. But that also means that these slot 1 characters, where you can just go like this and have no issue, like have no worries at all that slot 1 is fine, like the amount of characters that can do that are going like way down. I think I'll keep things this way. Leave Goku and Piccolo in the front there. This is kind of unfortunate. 218,000 defense is a lot. I would have preferred to get those physical or whatever. They're still guarding, so we really don't have anything to worry about here. I guess we'll just take care of Sorbet. And then these guys seal on 12 key? Yes. Alright, so we'll get their 12 key super. We'll seal you. Then we'll do this, and we're good to go. We should be fine. So this is only going to be a 12 key super from Goku and Piccolo, but they're fine. So there's going to be 2 supers here guaranteed. They're raising their attack both times. Another one, 2 million. Again, not really impressive numbers here, but if we get to a point where we can use the active skill, it's going to hit so hard. Like, it's going to hit ridiculously hard. Alright, so we'll seal up you. What if I intentionally just, like, don't finish them off next turn and try and get the active skill? I don't know if I actually can. It's probably impossible. They're too low on HP. Are we even going to get the active skill next turn? I don't even know. Yeah, this team definitely doesn't do a lot of damage, that's for sure. Alright, that's fine. We can actually fuse with the G. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to... Yeah, let's just fuse to heal up a little bit. And then we'll leave things like this. So we'll just do this. Do this. And that should be enough to move on here. Vegeta's going to counter him to death, probably. 65k? Oh my god. That's a lot. Well, they both lived. Alright. Alright, now at least we have our rotation set up, though, which is what I wanted to do. It took, like, what, 8 minutes to get these rotations? It's so annoying. Okay. Well, we can go into the second fight here. It should be pretty easy to get the 7 hits that we need to get the active skill launch because of there being 5 enemies. Just aim a lot of attacks to the front, please. Like a million attacks to the front would be perfect. It's not as many as I would have liked. How many is that? 1? Is that only 3? No, 4. 4 attacks in the front. Okay, so if we put them in the front, they have 4 links here. They have Infighter active there. I definitely don't want to do that. Let's do this. I'm gonna focus on Hit. I think Hit is just gonna die because we're gonna be able to get 24 key with this guy, and you guys will notice a massive jump in their numbers here when we get 24 keys. Let's go ahead and do this. Hit is definitely dead because remember we have another super coming in after the 18 key. And keep in mind the extra buff that they're getting from the 24 key super attack effect from their passive. The extra is 70%. It's also going to apply to their additional normal super attack. So that's why the damage is going to be ramped up so high here. I guess I want to probably take out you after that. If possible. Let's do this. And then if you're not dead, we'll go ahead and seal him. If we die here, I'll just jump right back in. I just want to see this turn without an item used. See how well Goku and Piccolo do in the front there. But they should be fine. Remember, they're guarding 220,000 defense. They're fine. Alright, so we get to 7.2 with a guaranteed additional super. Yeah, Hit is definitely dead here. Goodbye. We get an additional super for 4.1. And we can get one more as well. Alright, goodbye, Hit. They did their job, alright. No supers at all? Okay. 4.2 million. Would love to get an additional super on this guy so we can just get him out of here. Damn it. Okay, well, he's going to get sealed here anyway, so he won't be able to super at the end. But these guys will take a lot of damage. Oh, actually they aren't. Okay. They're fine. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. I'll have them... Actually, I'll do this. And then we'll go ahead and do this. And then we'll go ahead and do this. I was kind of hoping they would like all aim their attacks at the front spot, because if they did that and we were able to take 7 hits in that first turn, then this turn 3 we could actually just use the active skill right away, and things would have gotten out of hand pretty fast. That active skill hits very hard. All right, Vegeta is dead here. That is fine. Alrighty, nothing really to worry about here. Just gonna stun you. Now we have PyCon support, so we actually don't get any additional links there, huh? Okay, I'll still put them in the front. We actually are going to be able to get full key because of PyCon support, so let's go ahead and do the... Actually, who do I want to attack here? Let's just get rid of Frost. Let's do this. Then we can do this. And then we can give PyCon support here. That's going to bump everyone up, or the Goku and Piccolo up to 24 key. Defensively, they also should jump up to probably around like 215,000 defense after this. So this is going to be a pretty damn good turn from them with support here. Alright, this is going to do like nothing. What is it, like 40k? 69, whatever. 8.4 million. Okay. Attack number 1. There's attack number 2. Almost 5 million. So basically, if you add those two numbers together, we're basically at a 13 million attack stat. 55% level 1 links. And that's it. We won. GG. Is PyCon gonna kill? Who is this? Is he even damaged? Batamo? I would actually prefer if we did not finish him here. Well, whatever. Alright, so we're going to go into the last fight here against Goku Black and Zamasu. I guess what we'll do is we'll go ahead and... Yeah, we'll just do... This is actually perfect. They really can't do much here. Let's do this. And then let's have Rose get sealed. We should be fine here. Alright, that's annoying, but whatever. Shouldn't do that much anyway. Oh, actually, hurt a little bit. Alright. Yeah, we should be good to go here. There's not really much they can do to hurt us, to be honest. If possible, again, I just prefer if there's like 7 attacks aimed at slot 1. We can just put Goku and Piccolo there and get the active skill. And Zamasu supers at the end. It's not really that big of a deal because we have type advantage, so it's kind of just a non-factor here. Alright, that's fine. Okay, what are the attacks looking like here? That's a decent amount, but it's not enough. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks in that first slot. So, you need 7, right? Yeah, 7 more. Damn. Alrighty, well, let's just do as much damage as we can to you. Refocus to you. And at that point, we are pretty much good to go here. There really is not much they can do to hurt us. What is this? Is without support, by the way, this number right here we're about to see. Yeah, 7.2. I mean, it's... The difference between them getting 24 key and not getting 24 key is really big. Like, they're doing way more damage with the 24 key, obviously, so... You really want to get them that extra key if you can. But that's pretty much going to do it here. This is going to do nothing. Yeah, 5k. Nice, nice try there. But there's really not much point to show the rest of this fight because we're just going to finish them off anyway before we even continue. So we'll wrap things up here with the first event. And I think we'll do is we'll probably jump into a longer event with the other team so that we can stack up the Goku and Piccolo and see the active skill and then the Piccolo side of the unit as well. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the Super Warrior stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history with the Joined Forces team here. Definitely not easy to find a Goku and Vegeta friend for the lead here, but we did find one, only 55%. It's the only one that came up, so I don't have control over that. But we're going to be running both Goku and Piccolos together on the same rotation. They actually do share all 7 out of 7 link to each other, so that should be a pretty solid rotation. The only issue obviously being the fact that this is a 150% team as opposed to like a 200. Like honestly, 150 wasn't too bad before the 7th anniversary launched on JP, and it's like now we have 200% leader skills, so it's pretty bad now. We're missing out on so many extra stats. Like it's not even funny. But we'll jump in here. There's no support, none of that stuff, so this is just going to be pure raw stats from these characters. Let's go ahead and jump in here. What I'll do is I will focus primarily on just getting them stacked in terms of their offense, right? So, I didn't realize they shared 5 links with Goku and Krillin, or Gohan and Krillin. That's pretty good. All right, so I guess we'll just leave things like this. I will do this. Just get their attack stacked as much as I can. 176,000 with guard is pretty good actually. Turn 1. Let's do this. And this. So every time we get them their 12 key super, they're infinitely stacking their attack. And then the reason why that's important is because that directly factors into the damage that we're going to be doing with the active skill. So the active skill should theoretically be hitting very, very hard once we decide to activate that. And then obviously that attack will also carry over to the Piccolo variant of this character. So there's Gohan and Krillin with almost a 6 million attack stat. Nice. And then got Goku and hit with almost an 8 million attack stat. Yeah, it's like you picture this team. Like imagine if they actually came out with a leader for this team that was a 200% leader skill of some combination, right? Joined Forces and like something, I don't know, Battle of Wits, because that's a lot of the Joined Forces characters run Battle of Wits for some reason. Like imagine a team where it's like Joined Forces, Battle of Wits, and then the leader themselves are like Rainbow Orb Changer and like a support character. That would be insane. Like this team would be ridiculous. Alright, so this is pretty unfortunate, but I'm going to have to rotate off this Goku and Piccolo because again I want to get them next to the other Goku and Piccolo, and now this leaves with both leaders in this rotation, which is really, really bad, but got to deal with it, I guess. Let's do this. Let's do this. Remember, the Int Goku and Piccolo also do take a little bit to build up. Every time they attack, they get stronger, so if we can get them built up alongside the other Goku and Piccolo, that rotation could end up being pretty damn good. Even on a 150% leader skill, that can still be looking pretty solid. Alrighty, what do we got here? Nothing. Nice. Alright, so starting out with not a great number, but this is a really bad rotation for them. Like, really bad. And they do take a little bit to build up as well. Give me one more. Nice. Alright, whatever. As long as we get those attacks in, I'm fine. Alright. Good thing he's attacking in the front, which means we can get the extra super guaranteed. What did they share with Gogeta? 4 is not bad. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and just leave things like this. We'll do this. Do that. And I guess we'll do this. Okay. Continuing to build up their attack here. 2.47. Alright, got another one guaranteed. Again, this is not the most impressive damage ever, but I'm intentionally going out of my way to not give them the 24 key. Or the, the 24 key / 18 key super so that we can just build up their offense for later. This is more of a future investment, what I'm doing right now, because these early stages don't really matter that much, so. Alright, so this is not a bad setup here, I guess. The key is really... Oh my god, the key is so bad. That is not good. I guess we'll do this. The good thing about this team is it's all LRs, so we have a lot of HP. 610,000. This is 610,000 HP on a 150% team. That's really high. Of course you super right away. Of course you do. Whatever. That's going to hurt a lot. Alright. These guys should be fine. And then we should have one more turn of guard with the physical Goku and Piccolo. Oh god, they're not gonna... Please kill them. They're not gonna kill them, aren't they? Damn it. Well. Alright, we got the Icarus active here, so... well, we have the rotations finally established too. Got all 7 links here. Got all 7 links here once we get Legendary Power activated. I will do this and hope we don't kill them in one hit. And then Goku and Piccolo. Because Goku and Piccolo are not going to be the middle one, the int one, are not going to be able to build up at all here, unfortunately. That's why I wanted to just finish off this TN on the prior turn. Okay, so this is our last turn with guard, by the way. 3.1 is actually not too bad here. Don't kill them, don't kill them, don't kill them. Damn it. Alright, well, wanted to get that extra stack in, but it is what it is. Alright, so we got Great Seaman 1 and 2. I guess we'll do this. Do I just try and blitz them? I guess I do. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's go ahead and do this. Supering at the end is whatever. Let's do that. Alright, we should be able to take them down here, right? No way they live. I think we should be able to take him out, I think. We need a crit here. Okay, perfect. Alright, so let's see. I don't know if we've taken 7 hits yet. I don't think we have. Alright, so here's the issue here. Right, the main issue is that the physical Goku and Piccolo are no longer guarding, which means we could be taking a lot of damage from the super tech. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill us, but I have to put them in the front because I want them to take the hits to get our active skill active next turn. I mean, we can't even get their 18 key. Again, key being the main issue here, because again, this is after the 5-turn initial part of their passive where they get the extra 5 key from their passive, but without that, it's very difficult for them to... Because, again, we have all 7 links active here. Like, the only key link they have is Shocking Speed, so it's going to be very tough after this point in time to get them their... let alone 18 key to 24 key super, so... We'll do this. We won't die, even though it is type disadvantage. We should be okay. Let's grab this. Alrighty, we'll take enough hits here to be able to activate our active skill on the next rotation. And we're going to be stacking up a little bit more, which is fine. If we have to use a Dende next turn, I will, just to give us get us above the threshold. Alright, there's the extra super. Alright, this is going to hurt a little bit. Nothing I can do about this. It wasn't too bad. And then the int, Goku and Piccolo. If they can just like, give me like 3 attacks, that'd be perfect. One more. Okay, I'll take that. Actually, was that their passive? Might have been their passive. I don't know. Are we below 59% HP? No, that actually wasn't their passive. Okay. So they should be fairly built up as well at this point. Oh, we can use God Goku and hits active skill. You know, I'll actually play that because we haven't seen that in a while. And okay, we'll do both of them, I guess.
お前はまだ成長を続けている。俺も負けてはいられんな。ここからが本当の戦いだ。
楽しくなってきたぞ。はい、よし、行くぞ。木を解放しろ。
Alright, so they're at max key. Actually, how many links do they share with God Goku and Hit? 4? That's actually not bad. I might just leave things like this, to be honest. Let's do it. I don't care. Let's just have Gohan and Krillin take out the Goten and Trunks here, and then we'll be able to use the active skill with the Piccolo and Goku next turn. We were able to stack up their attack for a decent amount of time here. What is this, like turn 9 or so? Something like that? Kale Caulifla. Yeah, turn 9. Alright, well... Oh, we can actually do both active skills. Alright, let's start with the physical one. So they're going to have everything except for legendary power during the active skill activation. Let's go ahead and see how this looks. Oh my god, that did so much damage. And then keep in mind, their action is broken. Like, think about how ridiculous that gets once this unit is like Rainbow to Link level 10. Because that can... First of all, that wasn't even a crit. So this can crit, and then on top of that, you're also going to have the extra damage from the... Like, the difference between stacking attack from like a 55% level 1 Link unit and like a Rainbow Max Link level unit is so huge. So that attack would have done so much damage. It's like not even funny. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put Piccolo in the front here. Now here's where things get interesting, because you can really decide how you want to play with this unit. Remember, his 12 key super attack infinitely stacks his defense. So if you really wanted to just focus defensive on his defensive utility, you could just do that. But he's going to be doing so much damage with his 18 key, especially on this turn, because of the fact that we still have this buff active, right? The 70% buff active when activating the active skill. That is an active buff that is active right now with this Piccolo. So basically with this Piccolo, right, you want to get 3 key spheres to get his extra defense, and then you want to do an ultra super attack. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, you just want to do an ultra super attack, and then if you get 24 key, you'll be able to disable the action again. Okay, this is one off. So I guess we'll do this. This is, I'm telling you guys, right, this is going to be like a really stupid turn from Piccolo. We'll save the int Goku and Piccolo back. Let's go for a different turn. And yeah, this is, I mean, defense is not really that great, right? 152k is not, it's not good at all. Like, in no scenario is that good. But the damage is going to be pretty stupid. Let's see. Yep, can't attack. And Piccolo shoots out 9.7 million attack stat. Okay. Now this could hurt. This could really hurt. Yeah. That's the big weakness in this unit, right? If you decide to exchange the Piccolo with the active skill. For whatever reason, they like really did not put a lot of effort, well, I don't want to say effort, but they didn't really give the Piccolo side of the character a lot of defensive utility. So, like, things like that can happen if you don't instantly kill the enemy. Because think about how much damage the Goku and Piccolo unit did on that turn, right? We're talking about the active skill, and then a follow-up, basically 10 million attack stat. So, if you don't kill the enemy on that turn, you basically are just going to, like, take the same amount of damage back. You're basically dead. So, it's pretty much an all-or-nothing ability. Alright, so fortunately he's attacking in the front, which means we pretty much have to do this. So let's go and do this. And we'll heal up with this. Actually, it's getting a Dokkan attack, okay. Is this the final stage? I don't think so. I honestly don't even remember. surprised. Yeah, I didn't realize they lowered defense. Okay, well, we should be fine here because I'm just going to tackle these. Definitely don't have a lot of health to play with here. We're fine now. This should heal us back up to full health. Surprised they didn't die. Okay. Wow, they're actually going to live this turn? That sucks. Krillin and Gohan could kill him. Oh, they could dodge? I forgot about that. Alright, well, we're going to heal here. We should be fine. Yeah, full heal. Alright, and then Piccolo... 60k. Well, okay. His defense was lowered on the prior turn, so that's why his defense is that low. I mean, it's not. It wouldn't honestly like it wouldn't be that much better, but 60k is a little bit low. Remember, he does get extra defense when you get 3 keys here. I guess we'll just grab this. I mean, it's the same as this, right? Just grab this. It's the same thing. Because normally this is only 6 key, right? But you can see he's getting 9 key instead of 6, right? Because of the extra part of his passive there. So defense is at 60k, which is because it's lowered. Grab this, jumps up to 91k. So it's still not good, but I'm just hoping it isn't super in the front. We'll take a ton of damage if he does. All right, so we'll finish him off here. Okay, nice. Fine. Piccolo that 9.1. Yeah, the damage is really good, but defensively, it's definitely not the best. Alright, so he's dead. And one final, yeah, the final stage is the GT part. Okay. I think our scouter is over, I think. Let's do this. I'm actually going to intentionally, like, not super. I guess I have to super with his guy Goku. If they want a super good judo, that's fine. Alright. Okay, that's fine. We're type advantage. What I want to do is I want to pop the int Goku and Piccolo's active skill next turn and finish the fight with that. With the dual Goku and Piccolo. Keep in mind, by the way, like all these attacks that we're seeing, this is a 150% team. This is a level, like, I guess you can call it like a 2 generation ago leader skill. Level 1 Link's 55% characters, putting up like consistent 10 million attack stats. So again, offensively, he's ridiculous. But alright, let's go ahead and have some fun on this rotation. I'm going to go ahead and pop the active skill, and we should be able to take care of things here. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know down below what you guys think of this physical Goku and Piccolo character, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.
こりゃ全開で戦わないとやべえかもな。
足を引っ張るなよ。すぐに片付けて。
行くぞ。